I don't think we're ever gonna get back to that unless we go back in time. Literally, like, why are you a 30-year-old trying to comment on a teen movie? I just feel like older movies made fun of their characters. You're using so much like Gen Z slang to the point where it's so forced. Hey guys, it's Nim. What's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And I want you to take a moment to picture this, okay? You were born in the early 2000s. Maybe you were born in 1996. It's 2004. You just got home from school, you plopped down in front of the TV, and you flick through the channels, getting ready to watch Mean Girls for the 100th time, reciting every single line like it's scripture. Now, fast forward to today. What's the modern equivalent? Maybe The Kissing Booth, To All the Boys I've Loved Before. Not bad, but let's be real, something is missing. Teen movies just hit different in the 2000s. They were funnier, edgier, more quotable, and they just felt like more authentic. Sorry, hate to say it. So today we're going to be breaking down why teen movies in the 2000s were peak cinema and why today's movies just don't hit the same. First of all, the dialogue from the 2000s is like water. It's just as good as water. Okay, think about how many lines from 2000s teen movies have stuck with us till this day. Mean Girls.
You know what? It's not my fault you're like in love with me or something.
Clueless.
As if.
Which I know technically isn't a 2000s movie and it came out in 1995, but it's still a 2000s staple. Don't even get me started on Juno.
The coolest person I've ever met, and you don't even have to try.
I try really hard, actually.
The way characters used to talk was like snappy and like full of attitude, but it was still also like funny. Today's teen movies try so hard to go for realism, but it ends up feeling so awkward and just downright cringy. Because the problem is that they focus too much on how teens text and talk and comment on a little TikTok instead of making dialogue that's just a little bit exaggerated, but it's still believable. No one is going up to their friend and finding something funny and saying Lamau. Like, they'll put that stuff on like in movies and it's just like, why are you doing that? You're using so much like Gen Z slang to the point where it's so forced. You know the actors are like in so much pain having to say that stuff. Like, 2000 scripts just gave us characters who were larger than life, but at least they were relatable. Now you can't relate to any of these characters because, well, when we say it, it's funny. When you say it, it's cringy, okay? 2000s teen movies were style moments. They were not style moments, they were a movement. Those outfits that they wore in the 2000s are things that we replicate today. The fashion was bold, the fashion was iconic, and sometimes it was a little OTT, but it still had personality. And that is the problem. We have to then compare that to today's teen movies. This is where everyone just wears oversized hoodies and mom jeans. Like, it's trendy, whatever, but where's the fantasy? 2000s teen movies made us want to be those characters. They made us want to dress like those characters. Each character had their own wardrobe. Now it feels like everyone's chopping and changing to the point where no character is really authentic. It's kind of just like copy paste because everyone has the same style. Everyone does roughly the same thing with their hair. It's so annoying. Today it's just like low-key and relatable, which is cool, but it's not like aspirational. You're not doing anything else. It's not innovative. Bro, if you know me, you know that I love a good soundtrack. That is the one thing for me that'll make a movie go from a 5 to a 10. If the soundtrack is like amazing, if the soundtrack is good, bro, like that movie becomes one of my top movies because I feel as though music does something for the movie that like the director can't do. Like, but a teen movie soundtrack can make or break the vibe of the movie. 2000s films knew this and they always delivered. Another Cinderella Story which brought us Tell Me Something I Don't Know by Selena Gomez. Like, that was peak cinema. That was peak cinema. Like, I don't think we're ever gonna get back to that unless we go back in time. Literally, like, that was peak cinema. Like, how are we ever gonna get back to that? Like, that's really my thought process. And I don't know, like, it sometimes it worries me to think that we're never gonna get like teen movies that good ever again. But the problem with nowadays, like, I'm so sorry, but the teen movies soundtracks just don't hit right. The problem is they focus so much on like indie music or like very safe pop music and the occasional like trendy hip hop song. They are not like creating new music, okay? They're fine, but they just don't slap. They don't slay. They don't hit the same. Where's the angst? Where's the pop punk fueled heartbreak? 2000s movies understood the importance of a killer playlist. They understood the importance of making a song that made you feel like the main character. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they ate down, you know? And now we're just like not doing that. But I also think one of the things that made like 2000s teen movies so good was the humor, the edgy but like not try hard humor. The thing is, these movies made jokes that stuck, okay? They weren't afraid to be just a little bit mean spirited. Some jokes 100% would not fly today, but at least they had personality. At least the movies were like fun. Nowadays, these movies just play it so safe. I'm one of those people that's like, do whatever you want when it comes to fiction because at least it's not real. Yes, they can be funny in some aspects, but they just don't take risks anymore. The humor feels so watered down, like it's written by someone trying to be woke but missing the mark. I'm not trying to say that problematic humor should come back whatsoever, but there's supposed to be a balance, right? Like you can make a little bit of an offensive joke. The problem right nowadays is like we're being swayed by people who the movie is not made for. Like, why are you a 30-year-old trying to comment on a teen movie? Maybe go file some taxes, babe. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's enough now. Like, can we have anything? I just feel like older movies made fun of their characters in a way that felt playful, not in a forced manner. Now it's so forced. I think we should bring back the magic. Hashtag bring back the magic 2025. The movies today aren't bad. They're not bad, okay? But they are missing that sparkle that 2000s movies had. We need that fearless, over-the-top, fun energy back. Bring it back, bring it better. Do you know what I mean? Because now we're just starting to turn books into movies, and then once we run out of that, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to 1787 when we were still making like black and white movies. I want another Bring It On. I just want the good movies back. Like, I want another Princess Diaries. And if you guys do agree with me, let me know. And if you have not watched 2000s movies, you need to get on that now. So let me know what iconic 2000s movies like you guys love, like your favorites, because I think one of my faves is 13 Going on 30, Clueless, bro, Clueless, Mean Girls, like those movies. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to like, subscribe down below, turn the post notifications so you're notified every time I post a new video, and I'll see you guys all next time with a deep dive. Bye, besties.